Fire Emblem Heroes is one of Nintendo's most successful mobile games, and its developers' intelligent systems are currently under fire for some very questionable decisions regarding their plans for the game in the near future. Most of these complaints stem from their new subscription service, where players can pay a hefty fee every month to access some additional content. The main draw, of course, being the new Resplendent Heroes, which are essentially upgrades given to older heroes in the form of new artwork, voice lines, and increased base stats. It's important to note that these should not be mistaken for alternate variations, since these ones are directly tied to the original heroes themselves, acting as a glorified skin for the character. My concerns, however, do not involve the Resplendent Heroes, at least not for the most part. If anything, I'm actually really excited about the new artwork given to characters like Cordelia and perhaps Raven down the line. With this new service, however, it feels as if the developers are charging players for content and quality of life features that really should be added to the game regardless of the subscription. Intelligent Systems have shown throughout the past few months that they are willing to implement features that will make the game more enjoyable for all types of players, such as having more raiding parties available in Ether raids, or giving players the ability to summon for free on new banners. So having basic quality of life features such as Auto Start Plus and multi-summoner support locked behind a paywall is both disappointing and a step below the standards that they've set for themselves, which is even more concerning when you consider that other games like Dragalia Lost already have similar mechanics implemented for free. Now, I don't want to simply bash the developers for one or two aspects that they clearly screwed up, because in spite of the current situation, Intelligent Systems have shown that they do in fact care about the community, and that they are fully capable of doing better. Heroic Grails and the new Divine Code are some of the best features the game has ever gotten, allowing players to work towards a project without the need of spending their orbs. However, keeping some of the most basic gameplay features behind a microtransaction sets a very bad precedent for the game and its future. If Intelligent Systems are able to do at least this much, who knows what they'll be willing to do throughout the entire year. This begs the question of whether or not Fire Emblem Heroes is really performing that poorly to constitute the monetization of basic gameplay updates. During the year of its release, the game cashed in a mesmerizing total of $295 million in worldwide player spending. While the current total of $656 million may look staggering in comparison, it doesn't actually speak for the amount of money being made per year. If you try to figure it out by subtracting the revenue of each year from the current total revenue, you can see that the game is making progressively less over time. This is pretty normal for most mobile games, but it could very well be a factor in the company's decision to create a steady source of revenue through a subscription service. Now, I don't think many people have an issue with the Resplendent Heroes that they're introducing through the Fey Pass. Some can make the argument about it being pay to win, but the game has always been that way since the very beginning. Just when I thought Big Brain Systems were finally getting their act together, they seem to have made the exact same mistakes that brought about an entire wave of criticism last year. For whatever reason, they're really hesitant on allowing the players' choices to matter in these annual community events. In the past, A Hero Rises would feature the character that received the most support throughout the entire event. Now that the broken system of the voting gauntlet is directly tied to it, it strips the event of what made it so great in the first place, that whichever hero we ended up getting was the one the community wanted the most. Intelligent Systems are far from perfect. That much is clear. For every great feature they introduce comes a terrible one. Sometimes they learn from their mistakes, and sometimes they refuse to change at all. If you're not content with how things may play out in the future, the best thing you can do is to speak with your wallet and to voice your concerns using the in-game feedback feature. It sounds bizarre given this situation, but Intelligent Systems have shown that they do listen to feedback from time to time. And really, if they didn't care about the community at all, the game would be in a much lesser state than it currently is, and we would not have so many quality of life features being introduced throughout the game's lifespan. With that being said, let me know down in the comments what you think of this new Fey Pass. Are you satisfied with these new features, or do you think Intelligent Systems could do a much better job at selling a subscription service? I'll see you all next time, and have yourselves a wonderful day.